What is up? Anyone there? Let me see if I can get the mic going. The lighting a little bit better. Yeah, it's much better. I don't look as yellow. Well, as usual, everyone, there's no one yet in the live stream, but we're going to go ahead and wait until a couple people hop on. We start answering questions and just throwing ideas, talking. At the end of it, once the live stream's over, I'll go ahead and share what the live stream was about in the description below. That way, if there's topics that came up that you're interested in listening into, you can rewatch the live stream. But until then, I'm just going to kind of continue setting up and wait for someone to come on and get started. And I'll be posting the time that the actual, conversation starts rolling around. That way you can skip into that part of the stream. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to try for this stream. Is I wanted to see if I could play music in the background. I'll go ahead and see if I can get some music playing in the background, but I won't play it yet until somebody hops on so I can see if it's, distracting or if it's cool. You go to SoundCloud and search some free copyright music. That way we don't get, or I don't get in trouble. Let's see, let's do some chill music. Chill tracks. Let me check the tracks. Listen to commercially copyright free. Let's see about this one. It's too loud. Alrighty, what is up? So I'm trying out putting in some music in the background. Let me know if you can hear it. Give me a little happy face or something. And yeah, I'm just waiting for more folks to roll around to the live stream. Kind of just catch up on our week this week, see how y'all's weeks was compared to mine. I do have a lot to share this week regarding this job I took on, and maybe get some pointers from you guys going forward. I actually need to send the person I'm working for right now. He wants me to do all these things, and I feel like I'm getting undercut, to tell you the truth. So I wanted to send a message or text him, that I'll no longer be going into the office because, it's not working out. It's not in my best interest. I think it's benefiting him more than it is me. Text. And I wanted to do it together, on the live stream. And we can talk about that too, of why I'm going it about this way instead of showing up and going forward with it, face to face. And I'm just waiting again for folks to hop into the stream. Once we get questions going, we can chit chat, hang out. Man, today's live stream's a little dead compared to last week's. Oh, what's up, dudes or gals? Just talking about this week. Feel free to ask me questions regarding your week or anything you see on the channel that you want to talk about. I'm trying to use, again, my mic setup right here. And I have some background music going as well to make it hopefully more enjoyable for you. But yeah, we're going to get started as soon as I get some questions from you guys. I kind of just use live stream to connect with y'all. I don't really have specific targets or topics that I want to hit during the live stream. I just want to make it more about you and I and connecting. So yeah, feel free, you can type here. Right there, you should see it on that little bar pop up if you're watching and following along. I'm also, I started a job this week, and I was actually in the middle of sending, well, I don't want to say boss. I mean, he's the guy that he owns the place I'm working at right now. I'll get into it right now. As far as that, let me just send him this text that I won't be coming back in this week. I was just there for literally 5 days, and it's not working out. And I'll share that here in a second. Let me just send this text to him, and he's real short. He doesn't like to waste time, and that's why, basically I'm doing it over a text, because the gentleman wants me to show up tomorrow at 7:30 at this location to talk more about a salon he wants me to push. But it's like paying less than at the grocery store. So at this point, I'm considering going to the grocery store instead. Let me send this text real quick to him so that we can get going and talk about that. And anything else you guys want to talk about and talk to me about. And like I said, anything involving the content I put out, or my life or your life that you want to share out, that maybe you think I can give you some few pointers, or maybe you can give me pointers as well on my life, because right now it's kind of a mess, but it's getting there one day at a time. Let's see. Okay, where are you? There we go. Paste. Okay, so I'm not going to say any names, but this is what I'm going to say in the text. Corey G. Oh my God, man. Dang, man. I don't know if that's a compliment or a bang at me, but it's all good, man. I appreciate you watching. I do have the stream set up so that, censored comments should be, not showing. But yeah, tell me if this works. So this is the message I'll be sending this guy that I'm not going to be going to work for anymore. And I'll get into it why I'm going about. I'm not going to say the company but yeah. So it says, I will no longer be back in the office. Didn't want to waste your time. And I'll get to why I said that. This job isn't for me. And I'll get to why I said that as well. Thank you for the opportunity, Carlos Jr. So I'm going to go ahead and send that in 3, 2, 1. Send. Here, I'll send it. Well, I don't really want to show his name, but I'll show you once I send. Well, I can't really do that, right? Okay, it's sent. I'll go ahead and, well, I'll cover his details, but yeah, he just goes by Ed. I won't show anything else other than that. And yeah, so dang, Corey. I'll show your thing, dude. Well, I can't really show your thing, man. There's too much stuff on there. I'm trying to keep this YouTube makes stuff so hard to get what's it called, to get like paid content out there. So like the last video I did, the one on like a day-to-day, day in the life, that one got demonetized. I'm guessing it's because I do that little shower scene at the beginning, to try and get as many viewers watching, but or just to make it interesting from other YouTubers that I watch, grabbing ideas here and there and kind of mashing it on my own. But let me read the comments as well. I'll show you. Dude, Rodrigo, dude, if this is the same Rodrigo that I'm thinking about from I think it was you that left me like a really nice comment, man. Shoot, dude, being honest and just like laying it all on the line, I read that comment to my mom this morning. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, this is my parents' house. I mean, like, things are rough out there, man. Went and I got a college degree, and yeah, didn't get into the grad program I wanted to, and yeah, so I'm back at home. But dude, yeah, so I read your entire comment to my mom. It touched me, man. It like not touched me, but it was heartfelt, man. And dude, like much love, dude. You know, like I'm speechless, Rodrigo, but dude, I can read your comment if that's okay. Is it okay with you, Rodrigo, if I read your comment out loud? Like I would really want to. Like there's like some really nice people out there, and dude, yeah, I know you're one of them, Rodrigo. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll share it here in a bit. Let me keep reading down. Corey G, dude, I'm 29, going on 30 this December. What does it mean to, or what does it mean by saying my bobs? Read it out loud, please. I gotta read it. Hold on. Let me read first what you said. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't have a daughter, man, but shoot, dude, that sounds horrific. I can't obviously put that out there. But I mean, Rodrigo, I think you're the only other person watching other than Corey G, but he's dropping some strong stuff. But anyhow, let's go to oh wait, I think that guy responded. Yeah, he did respond. Let's see. Okay. Before I get into, well, no, hold on. I can get sometimes a little scattered brained, and you guys don't get to see that when I'm doing the edited videos. But let's go to the first point I said that I wanted to read Rodrigo's comment. So let me go back to his comment real quick. Let me open it up. And dude, yeah, I don't always read comments out loud. Obviously, this is the third time I've streamed. But dude, like I'm telling you, like it made an impact on my day-to-day. So here goes. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can still see it. Okay, so this is from Rodrigo Silva. Currently, I'm pretty sure. I think you're still watching Rodrigo, but he says he says, brother, I'm nobody. You are somebody, man. You know, just like me, we're all somebody in this world. I just wanted to touch that on because I felt bad when you said I'm nobody, but I'm gonna. So this continues on with Rodrigo, but I am gonna give you some advice. There are 7.4 billion people out there. Continue to improve yourself to the next person who will come into your life. Yeah, it was someone you love, emphasizing on Melissa, but being in love is not the most important thing when you decide to marry someone. Commitment is. When you're committed to someone or something, there's nothing that can break it. I can see that you are committed to this channel. Yes, and your body transformation. Yep, you have been doing great. Thank you. Focus on improving yourself every day. I'll share with you guys what I've been doing. And so I'm going to continue reading. It's a long one, guys. Improve your mind, work on your anger issues, on how you can be a better son, a better brother, a better friend, and I guarantee you that God will send you someone to compliment you, to fulfill all the holes in your life. She will be beautiful and also a helper. Just make sure that you're ready for her when she comes. Dude, I hope she has like 3-5 years to give me, man, because I think it's gonna be a while till I get back on my feet. But that's okay. So I'm going to continue reading. It's don't worry about your financial situation so much. It is important, but it's not everything. I guarantee you that a few years from now, you will have plenty. Make, save, invest, and donate. I agree. Giving is a very important concept. Yes, and you are already giving us your time. Make sure that you're drinking from the right fountain. Okay, I'm so happy you're watching the stream because I would like you to type in. I didn't understand quite exactly what you meant by that. Even though you said it in the next sentence, you say, what I mean by that is that you have to make sure that you're learning what you share here from a credible source. That's the part, the fountain thing and the credible source part. I kind of get it, but I'm not sure if it's because some of the content you've seen is misleading from my channel. So maybe share with me so I can get better. And it ends by saying, I wish you all the best, my brother. Trust God and let him lead you to new adventures in your life. Kaizen. Much love, dude. I'm going to go back to the stream now because I didn't have eyes on it. Let me read some of the comments. Sorry, Corey G. I kind of have to read your comments, inside my head before I can read them out loud. Dude, thanks, Corey G, for that sub, dude. Much love as well, and peace to you, dude, on your journey. I wish you the best. And this channel right here, since I'm assuming you're new, it's all about striving to better ourselves, even though we get hit with life a lot. If you've seen my content, you'll see that I have my own story, and we all have our own stories, and that's the thing I also try to get across. I'm sharing my point of view from the struggles that I'm encountering in hopes to somehow share that same thing with you. Like Rodrigo was saying that he can see a lot of relatable things between him and I. So that's what the channel's here for, is to help each other. Oh yeah, marriage, dude. Yeah, so Corey G, marriage, dude. Yeah, so Corey G, I was about to get married, man. If you go back a few videos, I forget which one exactly, but my ex cut the cord on me 3 days before the wedding, and this was a month and a half ago after being together for 10.5 years. So it came as a blow. We can talk that a little bit more as well. I do share more of that in the videos that I've posted, but again, this is about connecting and sharing on the dot. Let me continue reading on with the comments. Sorry, dude, are you serious, Rodrigo? I'm reading the one that says, sorry about my bad English. Dude, you're probably better at English than I am. English and reading are probably one of my worst subjects. Even science, man. Coming out of high school, I thought it was like the biggest dummy in high school, man. I wasn't big-headed. I was pretty humble even then, but I focused more on my sports rather than my education. And, well, if there's one thing I have to thank to my ex is that she did believe in me as far as me going into education, and I came out with my science degree and sports medicine. It's an advanced grade of kinesiology, because at the university I went to, there were 3 levels of kinesiology. There was like your base one, like if you want to go into coaching or teaching. Then there's a second like tier level where it's like you want to go into personal training or things related to I guess fitness and training like people. And then there was the third tier, which is the one I was in, which is you're in the same classes as the biology students going to med school. You're taking several of the same courses, excluding like, what was it? Organic chemistry, genetics. We had to take physics as well, the same one med students take. There's one more class I didn't take that med students take that I can't remember. But other than that, it was geared towards, grad school. But, yeah, no. But other than that, it was geared towards, grad school. But yeah, no, dude, your English is great. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading down. Let me see, Corey G. If you see a blue wrench, Corey G, I don't think I'm at the capacity or the magnitude of kicking people off the stream. Like obviously you see we have like maybe 2, sometimes 5 people watching. So, like I was saying, we all have our own points of views on life. Everything is relatable from within, like from our points of views. So just because, I see something one way doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to see it the same way. So yeah, man, going back to what I said, what this channel's about, it's just about pushing each other forward. What I might see one way, you're not going to see one way, but maybe something else we do see the same way, and we can help each other, in that route. So let's see, going along. Hey man, the JoJo. I don't know if you're still watching the JoJo. I saw like the stream go from like I think 4 to 2 people. I don't know if that's still Corey G and Rodrigo, but much love, man. Shout out to you. Did I like it? I think that's for me or for JoJo. I'm not sure with Rodrigo, but yeah, I like Rodrigo. Like his comments are, it was heartfelt. Oculus Lachona. Thanks. Let's see. This is Joe Martinez, by the way. Oh, Joseph. Joseph from from Facebook, dude. Happy birthday, dude. Dude, I hope you're having an awesome time. I think you're in Vegas or something, dude. But yeah, dude, happy birthday, man. Much love, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I didn't know you guys were talking to each other. Yeah, dude. Here, let me type it out. Wish. Hey everyone, or the one other person watching other than the JoJo, wish the JoJo a very, very happy. I can't spell happy. Happy birthday, everyone. He's an awesome guy. Actually, we met a couple months ago, right, Joseph? Through, well, not actually met, but we just kind of started chit-chatting on Facebook. I got a message on through, well, not actually met, but we just kind of started chit-chatting on Facebook. I got a message on Facebook, and it was just like, who is this? And then I came to find that I had my personal Facebook, or the one I used to share with my ex, attached to the YouTube channel. And yeah, we just became real cool. Let's see, reading. Oh, you're in Utah, dude? Dude, I've never, well, I don't know if I've ever crossed over into Utah, but I think I mentioned to you that I did live in LA for a while. I got to see a lot of the West Coast. But dude, I've been seeing some of the few pictures you've been posting, dude. Hiking, that's rad, dude. I wish, I don't know if I could take hiking. I wish, well, you know what? Sometimes I just need to push myself, you know. I need to stop being so scared about my back. I need to be just go get it. You know, if my back starts to give out, then I'll know to, you know, turn the other way and head back. But let's keep reading along. Dude, Joseph, or the JoJo, thanks so much again for, you know, watching the live stream. If you got to go, you know, much love again from you, dude. Let's see. I came to the U.S. and years ago. I am 28. I also have, sorry to follow you. Pay attention on the other subjects that you started to touch. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah. So a lot of the videos I have get views, get views from the how to build a home gym and the gyno. And then thirdly, the degenerative disc disease that I went through, or the injury I had back when I was 26. But yeah, I get several comments like that I get folks from those channels, or those by those means, those videos, and they just hit it off. And I don't know, for some reason or another, you know, we connect. You guys connect with my personality. And going back to why I started this channel is to help as many people as I could out with my own story. Oh, nice. Okay. Corey G. If it's he, okay. Cool. Dude, I have going back to JoJo. He's in Utah, and it seems like you're chilling at a lake, dude. That is super cool, man. I haven't seen the ocean nor a lake in forever. Here in Texas, San Antonio to be specific, it's pretty dry. We've gotten some rain, but yeah, man, I miss the ocean. I can't wait to go back. And I'm only saying ocean. I know you said a lake because I know, if I remember correctly, you're from LA. And yeah, man, maybe now that I have no attachments, once I get, you know, my life rolling with some cash flow, I can pay LA a visit. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Going Defense League and NG Tau. Can you kind of extend that question, Corey G? I'm not sure what GDL or NG Tau is. Maybe that answers your question on my take. I have no idea, but if you share with me what exactly it is, maybe I'll have a take on it. I don't know. Okay, continuing reading. I'm at the second to last comment on Rodrigo. Have you ever thought about going into publicity, use your channel to advertise products and services? You know what? I have considered it. I kind of want to take your question, Rodrigo. The reason I'm wearing a hat is because right now I'm pretty broke, so I have to like count my pennies, and I can't waste too much money. So I'm only getting a haircut almost like once a month right now. But anyhow, going back to that question about publicity and advertising, going back to this last week. So that day that I found out like all the things I found out about my ex, like the actual truth, I was feeling really down, and so my dad told me, let's go for a ride. Just come take the day with me. Let's go work. I wasn't gonna work, but just to get out of the house because I felt like garbage after, I found that, the way it all ended. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to disrespect her or go. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to disrespect her or go down to that level. But yeah, I was just in disbelief. Anyways, down to that level. But yeah, I was just in disbelief. Anyways, so I'm riding along with my dad the entire day. It gets down to like 5:30 p.m. and we're dropping off some documents at this person's office. So I'm sitting across from him and we start talking. He's like, well, heck, instead of you going to the grocery store, which at the grocery store, they will pay me $12.50. At HEB, will pay me $12.50. At HEB, it's a grocery store chain here in San Antonio. I don't know if they or in Texas, I should say. I don't know. Grocery store chain here in San Antonio. I don't know if they or in Texas, I should say. I don't know if it's located elsewhere other than Texas, but they start their cashiers now at $12.50. So, excuse me. That's I just burped, so excuse me. That's something I could have edited out in a regular video, but yeah, moving on with the answer. So I was like, well, I could get paid $12.50, and I had no idea what this person was offering me. He told me that instead of going to the grocery store, that I could get like some business skills there working with him. So I was like, well, God, and I always say this when I reference God, I never push my spirituality onto you guys. It's just my rock, what I hang on to, and that's where I am that. But anyhow, I told myself, okay, God, if this is the door you're opening up for me, then let's walk through it. Let's see what happens. At the end of the day, the grocery store is going to be there. So I took the leap of faith. I took the job and I started on that next Monday. So the ride along with my dad was on Thursday. So a week ago of last Thursday, not this past Thursday, but yeah, the Thursday before that. I don't know the number. But so anyway, so I started this last Monday, and it's an office job. And he wants me to push this this business for him. But the way it's set up now, it's not going to work. We met with a professional, and there's adjustments that need to be made. So this is the way I'm looking at it. Okay, he's either going to decide to make the changes, and we can move forward and push the salon, right? Or his business, which is his salon. Or B, I'm going to call these people. They're going to come see the place, the location, and they're not going to like it. Why? Because we had a guy that's been in the industry for, I don't know, 15, 20 years, and he said, this is never going to work. You're going to have, people coming in and out of this place, and they're not going to stay. So therefore, I would make the calls. The turnaround would be horrific. And then who's the boss going to blame me, right? Because I'm supposed to be managing this place for him. So instead of going that route, and then there were other reasons why I didn't take on the job. I don't know how much you guys know about video editing, but it's a lot of work. I have a cousin who does it professionally. He's the guy actually that I did the video rock climbing with, the video that's on the trailer that I definitely need to update because I need to come up with like a trailer that kind of that justifies what the entire channel's about. But anyway, my cousin who studied film works on a salary to do video and edit, lives off of this salary for video and editing. Okay, this new boss found out that I did video because I did a video for this business that I'm supposed to push starting this week, starting this coming Monday. And I know how much video costs. I'm getting paid. I'm not going to say how much, but they were paying me less than $12.50 per hour. Now, I know I need to say I want to get milked, because at the end of the day, who's really paying the price, me or them? It just didn't make sense on my end. Like, it was great for them, but, what about me? And I'm getting the short end of the stick. And I also need the afternoons off, price, me or them. It just didn't make sense on my end. Like, it was great for them, but, what about me? And I'm getting the short end of the stick. And I also need the afternoons off so that I can focus on my actual goal, which is now going into the physical therapy assistant program, which I'll touch on after I read more of your comments. But yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to answer that publicity question. I have tried to go into it, but I don't think my channel's still that big. I've gotten a couple people through email send me like, hey, Carlos, do you want to promote our item, this and that? But it just ends up being spam mail. Like, I think my channel's not, you know, big enough, or the outreach isn't there yet. But we're getting there, man. I'm just, you know, keeping my head down, focusing on one day at a time, helping as many people out. And I know that, you know, if I stay humble to the base of why I started this channel, that will continue to grow, you know, as a channel. And I have only but you guys to thank for that. So continuing to read, let me see, I forgot where I left. Oh yeah, I have only but you guys to thank for that. So continuing to read, let me see, I forgot where I left. Oh yeah, have you ever okay, so I think I answered your question about publicity, though, Rodrigo. If not, you know, let me know if you want me to kind of be more specific. Oh yeah, dude, for sure, man. The JoJo, yeah, send me some pics, dude. That'd be awesome. You know, nice pics, you know, always uplifts the spirit. You know, better than bad pics. NG, yeah, Corey G. I don't know what NG Toe and GDL is, dude. Dude, yeah, Corey G. Okay, so Corey G. Going back, I think you do know how much time it takes to film a video, which is, I think, the easier part. Once you have the idea in your mind, you know, you can be real creative with your camera. But I think the real magic, as you would know, occurs in the editing. I'm not saying I'm the best editor, because you've seen my videos. You know, I'm doing my best with the minimal skill set that I have on learning on my own. But you know, you can justify how 1 hour footage, to condense it down into 1 minute, can take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours of your time on top of the time it took you to film. So that's why, that was one of the reasons why it just didn't make sense for me to get paid less than $12.50 an hour to not only push his business that was going to make him thousands if I did push it, and to push video all at the same time. That's ridiculous. I mean, like, no, like, I mean, like, I don't wish anything bad upon anyone, but dude, like, at the end of the day, like, you're up here and I'm like below the screen, you know, like, I'm eating garbage. Let me see. Men going their own way. I'll have to look into that, dude. I don't want to have to research stuff right now as we're doing the live stream, because I'm only live streaming for about 45-50 minutes, and we're at the 30-minute mark, I'll give or take. But yeah, I'll have to definitely, you know what, I'm gonna write that down on, I keep a notepad right next to me, just in case, you know, I get ideas from you guys. Because when I say stuff, as far as like bouncing ideas off of one another, like, I definitely do. When I ask you guys for like advice for videos, ideas, topics that you guys specifically want to say, you know, I try to do my best to answer those videos and make them for you guys. Like, I know I still need to do, I know I had that video, day in the life. So I did that for, I forget who it is, but I did that one. And then I know I have another video I need to come up with, like a healthy recipe cooking, which I'm trying to set up with a friend of mine who's very much into fitness. And he's going to show me how to do these desserts that I had a couple weeks ago. They were super good. And I know that somebody else wanted a video on, how I work out with degenerative disc disease. To be truthful about that right now, I know it shouldn't be an excuse. I know that I can work out in my room, especially with the background of my degree, right? But fighting through all these, you know, demons at the moment, it's kind of gotten pushed in the back, and I'm just trying to maintain my weight in not the best of ways. And I'm not doing it on purpose. If you guys have ever gone through something, you know that when depression hits, your hunger, at least for me, goes away. And family and friends told me that, you know, I've gotten too skinny. Heck, I can tell I've gotten too skinny. Half my clothes doesn't fit me, you know, well anymore. But let me write that real quick about the men going their own way movement, because that's something interesting, man. Men going their own way. And circle that. Maybe talk about it on the next stream in a week from now. But yeah, no. What was I talking about? Oh, like just going by what I think men going their own way, that movement means to me, just by the title. I've been seeing a lot of guys, especially right now during this period I'm going through, where girls or women are, how do I say this? So back in the day, at least when I was, I don't know, not so much back in the day, maybe like back in high school, like I don't know, between '04 and '07, it was a lot of the guys that did the F ups, that they would mess up, and either purposefully or non intentionally, but they would just mess up. Now, not to be, I don't know the word, and again, like I'm all for, women rising up and all that good stuff. I see that movement where it's kind of taking a twist. A lot of my friends, not, I don't want to say a lot of friends, I don't want to say like the wrong thing, but I see like a difference, like a switch almost, where now guys, friends, I don't want to say like the wrong thing, but I see like a difference, like a switch almost, where now guys aren't like, I don't want to say like the ones, I'm just gonna say it like simply that guys aren't the ones messing up. It's more the girls, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my point of view. But yeah, just going by what MG Toe, like what that meant to me just by their title, that's kind of what I think I'm gonna find when I Google it. But let me continue on reading with the comments. Corey G. Yeah, dude, same thing. I don't even know how a movie camera works. I have my camera right here. I'll show it to you. It's the Canon G7X Mark II. It's a point and shoot, nothing crazy. I started actually filming like the first videos I have on the channel. Let me grab my phone. We're using my, what is this? My Samsung, what is this? Oh, my Samsung Galaxy, my Samsung Galaxy S7. And that's what I use to make like those first, I don't know, 20 videos possibly. I think I shared it when I did come out with the new camera, which was maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more. But I started using this camera and I've really liked it so far. My cousin who did study film, he got the same one, and that's why I went with this one. And with this one, the only thing I leave it on is auto. That's the only thing I leave it on is auto. I don't really mess, like if I turn it on, I don't really mess around with too many of these things because I don't know what they mean. And my cousin gave me that advice, just go with the auto. You can't go wrong. Eventually, like, say the channel does continue growing, then I would want to outsource like someone to help me edit so that I can put more content out there for you guys, more videos on topics like the DDD, on the gyno, on how that, all went down, possibly even like visiting Dr. C, a couple times and seeing, his staff and getting more interviews with him, getting more interviews with people with DDD, gyno, all those things. Like, I want to know your story as well. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I know that I'm with you guys, and it's so humbling that you guys can kind of match your story with mine. And so eventually, I mean, I'm going like 5-6 years down the line, but I'm thinking big, but I'm staying humble. Going back to like, yes, I know I need to go get a grocery job, grocery store job right now, but that's going to take me to my next step, which is it's going to give me the amount of time that I need to take I think it's called the TEAS test to get into the PTA school program here in town. And it's gotten so competitive. There's so many kids. Kids, like, I know, like, I'm a 29-year-old man and I'm going into my 30s, but sometimes people still mistake me for like 22, 24 years old. But yeah, it's gotten so competitive to get into the doctorate of physical therapy program that there's so many kids like me in my shoes that finish with honors like I did, and they apply and they get rejected by every single one because now PT schools are looking for like 3.8s, 3.9s. It's getting ridiculous. Like, I've heard that it's easier to get into like med schools, pharmacy schools. Like, for instance, my ex, I think she applied 2 years before I applied to PT school. She got in with a 3.3 or something like that to pharmacy school, and they get paid a lot more than PTs. And I got a 3.51 with honors in my field. And if I remember right, she had 2 interviews or 3 interviews, got accepted into 2 schools. If I remember right, this was several years ago, and she accepted a really good offer from Texas Tech. So that was awesome. I applied 7 schools, no interview, rejected from every single one. And I had a ton of background experience as far as like different settings as well. Like more than I'm talking more than like 1,000 hours worth of physical therapy experience. That wasn't good enough. So I've gotten to the point where can you hear me, dude? Oh, hold on, Corey G. Where oh, hold on, Corey G. I just read your last comment right now about say something. Let me read down. I think you posted. You'll get through that. Oh, thanks, dude. I ended up with the. Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking for anybody right now, dude. I'm just kind of doing me. Like, there's a lot of things I need to get on with my life as far as like my. Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking for anybody right now, dude. I'm just kind of doing me. Like, there's a lot of things I need to get on with my life as far as like my career, touching, base back on like getting into the PTA program. They work off of a career, touching, base back on like getting into the PTA program. They work off of a point system, and it's gotten pretty competitive as well getting in there. I know 2 years ago I was going to apply. No, 3 years ago when I was 26, I was going to apply to the program. And that's when I had just hurt my back. I was bedridden, like literally laying on my mattress. Let me show you my mattress. It wasn't that mattress, but I was laying on a mattress, like that on the floor. And I would just be laying on my stomach, hanging over the mattress, trying to like read the book and study. It was, wrenching, like pain wrenching to study that way. So I ended up going, and I did really bad. Well, not super bad. I missed like the entry score by like 2 points. But now, like, say the entry score is like, I think like a 75. The minimum student that gets into the program is making like an 85. So I need to step that up by 10 points, and I'm saving up some money so I can purchase my stuff in about like 25 days. Dude, Corey G, that's awesome, dude. Do your thing, man. Keep on going, man. Hey, Aldo, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope everything's going well. I see you grinding on Facebook as well, dude, with your running. Keep it up, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, guys, Aldo, the person that just popped up in the comments, Aldo and I went to RT school together, and I'm only going to say my reasons. I left because I was not interested in the program anymore. That's why I'm taking a step back, being as humble as I can with myself, because I'm not going to lie, I was a little proud to go from like a bachelor's to an associate's, like mentally. But, it's come down to the point where it's like, you know what, Carlos, that's not who you are. If you need to be an assistant and work on other things on the side, then do it. At least you'll be within physical therapy, because in the end, I feel that that's where I belong. That's where I was at least the happiest professionally. After speaking with my therapist, we kind of landed on that same thing. This was after the anger management therapy sessions that I already finished this last week, which was pretty cool. And again, no judgment to anyone, but after being in there, I feel that I've done pretty good work just kind of working on my own. It was a group setting, and I felt that I was like pretty cool-headed in comparison to the folks in that class with me. From the things I heard that I'm not going to share, it's all private. But sometimes, like, even when I spoke with my depression therapist, he said that it's not bad to compare yourself. Just be careful what you were comparing yourself to or whom. And he said, yeah, sometimes it's good to compare it to others when it's dealing with issues. As far as perspective goes, like I can feel, bad for myself right now with everything that I have going on in my life. But then you take me as a person, you set me in like I don't know, and a country with like no water, food that you need to travel miles to get, and that puts you into perspective real quick. So that's what I'm referring to as far as like, what, my life isn't so bad. I need to work on a few things, but I'll make it through. And that's what I liked about Rodrigo's comment. That really motivated me. It was like, what? Yeah, I don't have it too bad. I work on a few things, but I'll make it through. And that's what I liked about Rodrigo's comment. That really motivated me. It was like, what? Yeah, I don't have it too bad. Let me keep on reading. Let me keep on reading. Let's see, where did I leave off? Jeez, man. Corey G, you kind of went off, dude. Yeah, dude, I can't post that, but I definitely read it, man. Holy cow. Yeah, dude. Anybody watching the stream, Corey G, he's awesome. I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, we're going to wrap up the stream, guys. I got to go do G. He's awesome. I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, we're going to wrap up the stream, guys. I got to go do my thing now. I got to prep for tomorrow. Since tomorrow I won't be back at the office. Like I said, I did get a message back from the boss I was working with. Let me see if I can read his message. He says, okay, so sad to hear because, so I just basically like quit after a week on a text message for anyone following us. And it was nothing too serious. I sat down with the guy, talked with him, and he offered me a job on the spot. My dad is acquaintances, friends with him, but I just wasn't feeling the atmosphere in there. Nothing bad to say about him. Like I said, I'm not going to say the business name or whatever. It just wasn't for me, plain and simple. My focus is more towards physical therapy, and that's where my goal's at. When I spoke with my therapist, he said, make sure when you set up a goal, it's not like a minigun and you're just trying to shoot everywhere and hoping something hits. He was like, you have to be like a sniper. Set your goal on one single thing and go at it with everything you have. So when I landed this job, I thought that I was going to do it part-time, like, 5 days a week, 5 hours a day. Well, they found out that I did video and they piled on more work for me at the same amount of pay. And I was just not happy with that. I don't really understand the entire thing they're doing. And I was mixing like video shots that I shouldn't. And I felt like I was wasting my time, and it was just frustrating for me, at least, because when I work, I want to produce. Like, I don't want to work even though they're paying me, but I want to make sure that my production value is going to be useful for the company I'm using, or not using, helping. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Yeah, no, Rodrigo, dude, there's so many little, like, I don't know what they're called, like things my parents have told me as far as like comparing when we see like, for instance, like when you get upset at someone, right? Like, I think this is kind of like on topic with the thing you just posted, Rodrigo. When you get angry at someone, for instance, like, I don't know, person C gets mad at person A, even though they were best friends, when they get upset, this person C is only going to see all the negatives from this person. It's almost like a blinding effect. Like, you put blinders on yourself when you get upset, and when you're comparing yourself to someone else. There's all these good things happening around you, but you're only seeing all the negative, like your comment said, and I agree with that. And sometimes, like, your comments, dude, that helped me, man. Like, I'm not lying about that. Like, I keep repeating your comment for a reason. Like, you guys definitely helped me. This is like almost therapeutic for me as well. Let me keep reading. Dude, Corey G, Dude, Corey G, thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. And the production value, I hope goes. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. And the production value, I hope goes up within time. Check out Social Blade. Social Blade, and this isn't like, you know, like a plugin for me. I don't get anything. This is just like a statistic website for YouTubers. It's called socialblade.com. And if you go to this website, you type in my name or any channel's name, you can see the statistics of the channel and how it's going to potentially grow. So I was pretty blown away. I found Social Blade maybe like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. And I started following them. Or maybe a little bit, no, I don't know, like I forget, maybe like 6 months ago I found it. But anyhow, I started following Social Blade, like my channel's name on there. And yeah, like it'll tell you like the statistics of the next 5 years of your channel as far as like views and people watching and all that stuff. Like it's like statistics that I don't necessarily understand. But when I saw like 6 months ago that the channel, like as far as when it was 6 months ago, it was maybe in 5 years going to be at I don't know, like maybe 5,000, you know, subscribers. And then I checked it recently. And now it's like, okay, in 5 years, your channel is intended to hit like 49,000. And I was like, what? Like, maybe this is something good. Like, maybe I should continue it. And I know I've been like on and off as far as like the channel's past, like, especially when I go to school, like I'll just completely drop the channel because it's intense. Like, if I don't know if Aldo's still here on watching Aldo, but you know, you can pretty much guarantee with me that, dude, grad school was tough, man. I mean, way harder than the master's program I was doing at UTSA. It was no joke at the medical center. But what was I gonna say? I lose my train of thought now. Let me see. I'm reading. Okay, I'm right after Rodrigo's comment, the one where he says most of the time when we make. So I'm reading below that. All right, man. Okay, no, I already read that. You know, thank you again, Corey G. Much love, dude. Rodrigo, you like him? Hey, Corey G, watch, man, watch it. No, dude. Like I keep saying, dude, I'm a real down-to-earth guy. I'm just like down-to-earth. I'm trying to simplify my life. Like, I don't know how long you've been following the channel, but all that stuff right there, I used to be a big collector of like nostalgia things of my past, like Ninja Turtles, like Funko stuff. I had a couple video game systems, nothing crazy, but my entire like collection, I would say it's worth like just adding up the numbers, maybe 5,000-6,000, and I'm getting rid of all of it, dude. I was in like a really bad car crash, trying to see if I had pictures of it. No, you know what? I did put pictures. If you go back to the video of let me type in the video name. It's called, I don't know if it's the thumbnail or the video like topic on the thumbnail. It's called Life Changed on Me. Changed on Me, like that. And in that video, I show pictures of like, so what was it? 2 days after my ex dumped me before the wedding, basically, like I got in a horrific car crash and it was a 6-car total. I thought my brain was going to explode. And I thought I was gone. You know, I thought that was it for me in this world or in this life. And so after that point, like I kind of, I don't want to say it made me get over the separation, but it kind of helped me realize that, like what Rodrigo was saying, like there's so many people out there, and taking that a step above, there's so much more to live out there for than just like one individual. So that's when I started to center my life more spiritually. And coming from like that background I was saying in the kinesiology field, we do learn that there's more aspects than just like physical health, like, you know, being strong, being athletic, all that good stuff, being fit, you know, feeling healthy. There's aspects like spirituality, your environment, as far as like who you're hanging out with, your family health, your mental health. Like there's different aspects of health, and it's all like like a ball of like goodness that you want to make sure it's all balanced out. But yeah, that's when I came to the realization that, you know what, the only consistent thing in my life ever, after, you know, entrusting my whole heart, being naive about love to one person, I found out that is my spiritual side. That's the only thing that's constant. That's the only thing that I can, you know, believe that's going to be there till the end of days, for my days. Let me see. Link. No, just go ahead and Google it. Corey G. Google socialblade.com and then just type in my channel's name in the little search bar. It's going to be on the top right corner. Go to future stats of the channel. And then if you scroll down to the final stats, like 5 years down, it'll show you, or you don't even have to scroll that much down, but it'll show you how the channel's been growing. It's pretty cool. Like, I never could have imagined. And that's why I also push. If you guys have an idea, a thing that you struggle with, a thing that you believe that can help someone, start a channel, guys. Like, it's still, like, YouTube is still in its baby stages. Like, let anyone tell you that you're crazy, but make sure, obviously, you're not doing it full time when you start off. I'm not doing this full time. I do this on my spare time. Obviously, I'm only doing it over the weekends. But start a channel, share your story. We all have one. You never know that one person you're going to connect with. But again, that's if you're comfortable being on camera. Be ready for some mean comments, some funny comments, some sad comments. And it's not that bad. Just have a thick skin, and yeah, it's fun and it's therapeutic. At least it is for me. Let me see. Okay, going back. I'm reading right after my comment. Life changed on me. Man, I was in a bad car crash too 1 year ago. The 1 month later, my girlfriend broke up with me. We are back together now, though. Dude, I wish. I mean, like, I read that whole comment, but what stood out the most was that you're back with your girl, dude. That is awesome. Unfortunately for me, that option isn't open because the girl did me wrong, man. I mean, I don't know if I deserved it, but there was a lot of untruthfulness in the end, dude. And it sucked. Again, I'm not going to get into details. I don't want to drop, you know, and be harsh or mean or say anything bad about that person, but it just didn't end how it should have, especially like after 10 years of knowing someone. Yeah, it shouldn't have ended that way, at least in my point of view. It was horrible the way it ended. But yeah, there's no rekindling with me as far as that person that's no longer in my life. Moving on. So let me see, reading down. Here's one of the pretty young girls. For reals, man. Yeah, I'll give you a shout out, Corey G. Everyone, if you guys can give a shout out to Corey G. I think, Corey G, you've been hanging on the stream the longest, dude. So you deserve a shout out, man. Corey G, let's give Corey G a shout out. I don't know how to do the emojis, but Corey G, you get a shout out to and from the 5 folks following the stream. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you guys jumping on. I've been on for like almost an hour, guys. I'm only trying to do this like as of right now, like 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops. I got to get rolling on with my days too. But again, I'll leave like brief descriptions of what the stream was about in the description. Corey G got a shout out. Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, 5 people shout out Corey G. Yeah. Maybe someday it'll be like 10,000. Who knows, man? Maybe. Let me see. Let me keep on reading. Dude, okay, going back to that comment, Rodrigo, about the car crash. Yeah, dude, car crash is not a funny thing, dude, especially like if it was anything like the one I was in. I'm serious. Like, it was a 6-car collision. Car is totaled. If you go back to the video, how life changed on me, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I put a picture or 2 in there, like of the car and of my head. I was riding in the passenger seat, and we got hit the hardest right behind me on the passenger side door in the back, right. And dude, yeah, that first hit, I put my hands up after feeling that first hit, and I told myself, if I hit my head again that hard a second time, I'm done. But yeah, dude, that's no joke. Yo, dude, Giovanni Castillo, dude, shout out to you too. Man, dude, Corey G, you have some love on the stream, dude. give some love back to Giovanni, man, for giving you a shout out on the chat section, dude. That is awesome. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Pretty young girls. Okay, Mia. Mia's another story. I can't remember all that. Drop a link in the description. Okay, I will, dude. I'll drop a link. You be quiet. I don't know what that was for. I've been talking a lot. I can ramble a lot. But all right, cool. Corey G, shout out, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna say that the second to last comment about the age. I'll just let everybody read that. But yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave it at, dude. No comment. Cool, man. Sweet. Sandy, what is up, Sandy? It's good to see you on the stream. Golly, I'm only doing these. I mentioned it like a few minutes ago. I'm doing live streams maybe like 45, 60 minutes. I know some folks will go at it for like 3 hours. I just don't have the luxury. Maybe in the near future we will. But Sandy, guys, Sandy has been following. What's Sandy? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, since I first started seeing your comments, like what, maybe, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sandy, and I apologize again if you've been following for longer than that. But Sandy is a sweetheart. Your comments, as much as, if you guys have been following the stream, you guys remember when I was like giving Rodrigo like, you know, all this awesomeness because of that comment he left me yesterday or this morning, I think, when I needed to hear something. Because sometimes we do. Sometimes we just need that outside person to tell us something good, and it just changes our day. But Sandy is this other individual that's been following the channel, that's been leaving a lot of love on the channel, especially during these hard times. So Sandy, much love and a heart as well for you, Sandy, wherever you may be. Yeah, your comments are uplifting very much, and I read them, and I'll read them through them maybe once, 3 times. And yeah, I'm very grateful, Sandy, for viewers like yourself. Dig it. I got this. Roger V. Hey, Roger dropping into the stream as well. Dang, dudes. So Roger, let's touch on the Roger guy. Roger is a cool dude. I've known him since pretty much since I've known my ex. Yeah, Roger, that's a bombshell, right, that I just dropped. Yeah, Mel is now my ex, dude. It's crazy, but that's where I'm gonna leave it, Roger. I hope you respect that. I've kind of shared little points here and there in the other videos. But yeah, I don't want to get into it, dude. But yeah, dude, Roger, thanks for dropping into the stream. Much love again. Roger's an old homie again. Let me see. Let me keep on reading. I'm at Sandy's comment. Thank you. I know I have seen how you've been getting more subscribers. I know, Sandy, it's crazy. And again, the reason I'm wearing the hats the hat that just in case anybody's just coming into the stream. Right now, I'm pretty, much living on my pennies. I'm trying to save every dime I have, and I'm only getting a haircut like once a month versus like every, week and a half to 2 weeks. So that's why I'm always wearing a hat right now on stream, because my hair goes crazy. But yeah, Sandy, it's crazy, right? Like the channel's slowly starting to take off. And I was just sharing with Corey G on how there's this site, and I'm going to type it in here again. And I'm going to put it in the description as well. So if you guys want to check it out, it's called socialblade.com. And if you go there, you type my name into the description, you'll be able to see the statistics of the channel and how it's growing and how it can potentially grow within the next 2, 3, 5 years. So when maybe like last maybe December, that time, I had checked the channel out like on Social Blade. And it was like, okay, in 5 years, you'll be at like, I don't know, 3,000, folks. And so I checked it recently, and I was blown away. It said in the same amount of time, 5 years, the channel was going to be like at 49,000. And I was like, what? Like, my little story is like being shared around the world now? Like, I don't know. Like, there's no words. Like, it's a weird feeling. Like, you see all these people on YouTube talking about their channels like blowing up and staying humble and all that. And when it's happening to, I don't want to say a person like me, because I don't consider myself no more special than, each and every individual that's subscribed to the channel, including everyone else in this world. Even like my worst enemies, I don't consider myself more than that. And that's taking me a lot of time to learn that, you know, treat others like you want to be treated, no matter, you know, how they did you. I mean, you can say the truth, but if it's going to hurt a person, even if you say the truth, then just keep the truth to yourself, but stay humble. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's crazy. And if, like I've shared on the stream as well, that as the channel continues to grow, I don't want to just live stream. I want to like take whatever little, you know, money flows from this and then travel to meet you guys and like share your stories. Like not like as a bunch, obviously, because that would just be madness, but maybe getting into contact and being like, oh, okay, X person wants or has a like a really crazy story, and put their story out there as well, because that's how this channel started off, was me just trying to share my knowledge, because I felt that it was just being wasted here in my head since I didn't get into PT school. And then I started sharing like the rough things I've faced in life. And then I started finding out like there's so many people with these like rough things in life. And then we just started talking and it became a conversation. And then more people joined in, and it's crazy. Yeah, that's the one word I can think of. Like it's insane, like how something so little, like 1 subscriber, 2, 3, 4, and then just starts taking off. But yeah, 3 thumbs up. I don't have 3 thumbs, but thank you again, Sandy. Reading on. Rodrigo. Okay, so I'm way past time. I'm gonna read the next few comments, and then I really need to end the stream. I need to, you know, stay on my goals too. That I really need to end the stream. I need to, you know, stay on my goals too. That golly. Okay, well, you know what? I might stay on the stream a little bit longer today since I don't have a job to go to tomorrow. If you guys give me 1 second, I was just looking over to my left because I'm looking at the time. It like the YouTube live stream keeps time for you. I need to go use the restroom though. Like I keep my water bottle here next to me. I'm gonna go out for a few seconds, be back. I'm gonna close the door so you guys don't hear my business. Okay, I'll be right back though. I did wash my hands before you guys asked me. Okay, so we're at 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm really enjoying this conversation, guys. So I'm gonna bump up the stream to maybe 2 hours if we keep the conversation going. Yeah, so we still have now like 55 minutes. So to catch up on what the stream's been about for anybody that's jumped in, we talked about how I picked up a job like on the go this last week. I worked at the job. It was a business job, but I would get paid more. I would be getting paid more at the grocery store. But I took this job last week because it was through my dad. And but after I found out the pay, it was less pay than at the grocery store. At the grocery store, I'd get paid $12.50. And I was there to do like something specific. And then they started adding more things as far as like creating videos for that business. And anybody that knows anything about video knows that that's not a cheap job. Like you go to a marketing place where they do video, they're going to charge you a pretty dollar for that. So, yeah, that we started to dream about that. Then we talked about a little bit about where my goals are at as far as like, okay, I'm going to retract, going to stay humble, put my head down, go back to the grocery store that's it, literally where it all started for me, at the grocery store, bagging groceries. And I worked there for 3 years from 16 to like 17, 18 years old. So going back, staying humble, because that job is going to allow me to study for the PTA test that the application started in January. That's the end goal. And then we've been talking about comments that folks have been leaving on the chat. So moving on, that's where we're at. Let's read some more of the comments. Okay, it's chat. So moving on, that's where we're at. Let's read some more of the comments. Okay, so I left off at the thumbs up for Sandy. Okay, I'm at Rodrigo's comment. It was a rental car. I didn't buy insurance. The company charged me. Oh my goodness. That amount. God washed that amount away. My credit card paid for it because I had paid the rental fully with. Holy smokes, Rodrigo, dude. That sucks. One of the places I interviewed at was credit card paid for it because I had paid the rental fully with. Holy smokes, Rodrigo, dude. That sucks. One of the places I interviewed at was Enterprise. I don't know if you're familiar with Enterprise here in the States, but it's like a rental car company, and I was about to go work for them. I didn't get the job. I shared a clip of that in the video that I edited, the last one right after this, right before this stream. But yeah, I got rejected by them after the second interview. But anyways, dude, that blows. Yeah, debt is no joke, dude. Right now I'm in debt in my credit card alone, maybe like, I don't know, almost 12, 13,000. I know I'm going to get it paid off. I just need to stay, mentally focused, selling all this stuff that I mentioned before that's no use for me anymore, like just trying to strip away my life of anything that doesn't bring meaning to it. But yeah, dude, I know you'll get it done. Okay, so moving forward, give me a blue wrench and I'll drop a few links. Touchdowns. Dude, I don't know how to do anything yet on the chat stuff, man. Corey G, I'm pretty basic, man. Like when I was sharing the camera settings with you, like that's where it stays at, dude. Auto, and I just vlog and I shoot with it that way. I have this mic that I purchased as a gift when I was with my ex. We're not mean to each other as far as that. There's just no contact anymore. I think we have enough respect from one another to not to go down that route. But yeah, so I got that mic. I don't know if it's working. Oh, one thing I want to ask you guys, can you guys hear the music I'm playing for y'all in the background? You guys can just put like a yes or a no. I'm just trying out different things on the stream. I have like a chill, track playing in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it though. I thought it'd be pretty cool. But again, I don't know if you guys have been able to hear it or is just my voice. So moving on with the comments. I'm at Rodrigo's. Your channel will grow, man. Just be patient. It will come to a point where people will ask to cut your hair. Goodness gracious, man. If it comes to that day, then I hope, I can donate it for a charitable purpose that I have no idea yet, because my goals are not that far yet along. Right now, I'm just trying to get into PTA school and grind it out, man. Just like each and every one of you guys. I'm no different, dude. Let me see. I was still reading your comment. Your hair for free, just so you can advertise their barbershop. Oh my goodness, dude. Well, if the day comes, Rodrigo, if the day comes, I do have a friend that's gone out to Brazil. Maybe if that day comes, I can get a haircut over there in Brazil and get to meet you, dude. But again, that's, just, staying in prayer, staying strong, keeping my head down, staying humble, and never forgetting where it all started from and how I had to retract my life, because when I was with my ex, she ended up getting a nice, a very nice career. And I mean, like, I'll admit it, I abused of her and myself without knowing it, or maybe being blind to it. And I don't want to say the word, I guess. Like, I know I pushed her away, and it sucks because I lost something that was so meaningful. But then again, through the way it all ended, like it was just best that it did end because yeah, it's so hard not to touch on it and to be like truthful about everything that happened without, you know, saying something that I don't want to say because I want to keep things private as far as that goes, because of the reason that I don't want to, you know, mess up anybody's future or my future, you know, things of that matter. So it's hard. It's hard to answer that question as far as, yeah, moving on. Let me see. Where was I? That haircut, you know, blue wrench. Again, I don't know how to use the blue wrenches yet. How long did it take you to recover from the gynecomastia? Okay, Giovanni. So as far as the gyno, again, like I've shown my chest on the channel before. I've showed it on other live streams. But as far as the gyno, because this is a relevant topic on my channel. So as far as the first surgery, so if you've seen the masses that I carried around, they look like 2 lumps of chicken, right? Like it was super saggy. So then after the first surgery, I had, like you see this right here, like this puffiness right here, like right here, it's really nice and curved. But right here, like there is some curve, but even like when I flex, like there's still some saggy skin and there's still some puffiness. But Dr. C was kind enough to help me out with some of the puffiness down here. And going into the surgery, Giovanni, in my mind, I just wanted to get rid of them. I wasn't expecting it to be like 100%. That was something I was comfortable with. They do make you sign something, at least the doctor I went to go see, saying that, you know, like something, I don't exactly necessarily remember, but I knew it had to be like, be sure and know, like knowingly that things sometimes come out wrong and like you might come out weird looking, but I'm comfortable, man. Like I'm really cool within my own skin, but it took me a long time. Even like before the gyno, like I was always very self-conscious. And I think, well, I don't want to say I think we all do, because then that would be like a lie, because I don't know what everybody thinks. But maybe we all go through some things that we're not, you know, too happy within ourselves about, as far as like our physical, you know, self. But within time, through the years, I've gotten more comfortable with myself. But when I did have the gyno, I felt bad. I mean, I'm not going to buttercake it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I did feel super self-conscious about it. So I would buy like all my shirts, like I think I'm a size like medium, like truly, but I would buy my shirts like size large so that it would kind of cover the mass, so that my shirt would be a lot looser, and I would, you know, put my arms like this so you wouldn't be able to see the masses too much. But yeah, it was, you know what? I think looking back now, and I know I've touched on this subject like on my own time, but looking back, I can honestly tell you that I needed to be humbled, because in high school, and I think this ties in why I studied kines. In high school, I was so, I don't want to use the word self-centered, but it was all about like my physique. Like I would go to the point where I would spend an outrageous amount of time at the gym. I would literally, like my high school schedule was like go to school, come back, and the first thing I did was drink carrot juice, because I thought that it was going to give me a better color. And then I would bathe myself in a can of beer that I would get from the garage of my dad's beers, and I would bathe in it to get a better bronze. And I would sit out in the sun, like maybe 15 minutes each side. 15 minutes each side, front and back. And then I would take a nap and go to the gym. And that was my routine, other than when I had like lacrosse practice or something. But dude, yeah, like I was really much humbled. And at 22 is when I got gyno. And it basically took over my 20s. And then at 26, I got degenerative disc disease. So then I couldn't even exercise anymore. So then that took up more of my late 20s. And then I made a comeback. And then finally, like coming back out of my 20s, I think my whole life's together. And then I get all like, I don't want to say the S word, but I get, instead of a storm, a hurricane in my late 20s. And it's just been a humbling experience. And I think it's preparing me for something good to come. I'm looking at the glass half full. But I think at the same time, I need to prepare for whatever's going to come, and I need to take a step back and really humble my life. When I say really humble my life is like put my, wee in between my legs and put my head down, go back to the grocery store and stop saying, oh, I have a degree, I'm too good for the grocery store. Oh, I went to a master's school, I'm too good for the grocery store. No, at the end of the day, it's about completing your goal. Whatever that goal is, you make it happen, whichever the means is. And obviously make sure it's a good goal. I'm not saying like go and do something bad and make, that your goal. Let me hold up on that. And let me read some more of the comments because I see it filling up a little bit. Damn, it's that easy. Corey G, why do you want me to ban you, man? Like, guys, give Corey G another shout out. The dude wants me to ban him, but we're not gonna ban him. We love you, Corey G. He's been on the stream since I almost like kicked it off tonight. And you're a cool dude, man. I'm not gonna ban you, dude. I can put like a little sad face in the comments, like Corey G. But I think that's as far as I'll get with that, dude. No, you're a cool guy, man. Let's see. It's getting dark here in Texas, guys. As you can see, like the lights dimmed down. Let me see if it's better if I turn my. Is that better? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Rodrigo, I'm at your comment. Yes, please talk about how long for you to recover from the surgery. I'm about to reach Dr. C. I am saving money for it. Yeah, I remember you talked to me. I think you talked to me about that. My girlfriend doesn't understand how much it bothers. Oh, dude. Okay, so God, I know I'm jumping around the stream topics, but there's so many good stuff we're talking about here, and make sure and take note because I'll forget if we need to talk about it in another stream. But so going to your question right now, Rodrigo, about your girlfriend not understanding. That I think was a hard thing for me to. I don't know why, but I think people, or like in this case, your girlfriend, in my case, like my ex, they honestly do care about us and don't see that as a bad thing because they've gotten to know you as a person. And at least that's where I was at in my relationship. I guess I know I did slack a lot in the last year and a half, and I did waste a lot of time, and I did slack a lot in the last year and a half, and I did waste a lot of time, and I did woe myself and like, oh, woe me, semi-sad life a lot. But then I would read y'all's comments and get into my life into perspective, and I overcame that finally after this hurricane hit me in the face, right? Like it's a little bit too late, but at least you're coming out of it. And but yeah, like my ex didn't understand. She saw that it bothered me, but there was no like super big rush to getting it removed. I was in school, like I was putting on weight too, so it wasn't too much of a rush on me as well. I don't think I ever got too specific with her on that, so I think it would be like what's the word, like a disjudgment for me to speak for her as far as that. I'm just giving you like my point of view of how I felt. But yeah, I think that's like a tricky thing. I think that's only as far as like you have it, so you understand what you're going through, and anyone else going through it, in this case, like us, we understand what it was like, or it is to have it. Same thing with like the folks that have degenerative disc disease that I talk with on the channel. It's like nobody understands that just because I don't look sick on the outside, if I have to like lay in my bed, for a day or two, it's because I'm in like severe pain. And I mean, that's something that only you'll know, and everybody will judge you on because you look fine. Hey, Carlos, you're slim. You look healthy. You don't look like you're dying. What's wrong with you? And it's like, dude, I have arthritis in like my back. Like, give me a break. And they're like, doesn't look like it. They won't understand. So, yeah, I think I can compare that person most with my dad. Like, he didn't understand whatsoever. He said that because he had back pain, it was the same thing. But I'm not going to get too much into that. I want to keep moving on with y'all's questions. But yeah, I mean, keep your head up, dude, about it. You keep grinding out to save that money. get, I think you said you did get in contact with Dr. C. He did give you a quote, so just work towards that quote. And he will work with a credit card company with you if you qualify for that credit card. That's how I got mine done. That's why I owe the $12,000 that I mentioned earlier, but I also owe some money because of this, garbage that I bought, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff that after the car crash and after going through this hurricane of things I've gone through, it's meaningless to me now, like relationships, my family, my pets, these conversations with you guys, that's what's meaningful in life. At least now I've come to realize that. Like playing video games, yeah, it's fun. I do enjoy it, but I don't play video games as much as I did before the breakup, before everything happened, because although I still enjoy them and I enjoy my friends that I play them with, I just feel that I want more, like, out of life. Not more as in money, but I want to give more. Like, I get so, I mean, the high you get from, like, seeing like a pretty girl, or the high you get from when you see your parents after a long time, or you see someone you love after a long time, that high, I get that high whenever I help someone out. And I guess I really failed, going back to my ex. I really failed on her, and I apologize because I wasn't there 100% if and when I did fail. But moving on, let me see. Where was I? No. Oh, dude. Okay, Enterprise. Yeah, dude. They didn't hire me. They hire a bunch of young kids, dude. Like, I mean, they're hiring 22 to 25-year-olds, and I don't know if that's why I got discriminated against. I feel like I did really good on my interview. I don't know if it was the guy I was interviewing with. But yeah, it just didn't work out, and it's in the past, and moving on. But yeah. Let's please talk about how long. I think I kind of mentioned on how long it took to recover. For me, it took maybe like from the first surgery, since I had like those chicken breasts on me, it took me maybe, I don't know, this happened like almost last fall, beginning of like almost a year ago. And I don't know, like 3 weeks until I first started working out. But again, my body recovers pretty quick, I think. Let me change the song. This song's getting on my nerves. Okay, there we go. And I started working out again, like I think 3 weeks later, and then I was cleared. I called the nurse. I called Nurse Lacey at Dr. C's office, and I was like, hey, I feel pretty good. Can I start working upper body? She was like, yeah, take it as you feel, but don't push it too much. You just had your chest opened up. Or not your chest, but your chest muscle. Not your chest muscle. I should know this stuff. Just like you had surgery on you. Like, be careful. But yeah, everybody's gonna recover at different rates. Everyone's body's different. But for me personally, it was about like 3 weeks where it was painful. The first week sucked. I had chills, and I think I even had like a little fever the first week. The second week wasn't as bad as the first week, and so forth. But yeah, like it's just like on you, on how your body's recovering, and play it to your own. I hope that makes sense. Like, feel your body out, play it to your own, feel your body out, and go from there. And we can talk about it too. Let me see. You live here in Texas. I thought you were from Brazil, Rodrigo. I'm confused now. Let me see. Let me read your other comment. All right, thing we don't. Yeah, dude, for sure. Thanks, man. Thanks for that respect, Rodrigo. Thanks, man. Glad you liked them. I just read your comment. I'm just getting to Corey G's comments. They're all flagged because I have it on a setting where it'll flag like inappropriate comments for saying, because I need to keep the stream like I guess PG, so that potentially you can get monetized, because I'm scraping pennies here, and YouTube won't send you a check until you reach like a $100 limit. So I'm not close yet. I have gotten some checks from YouTube. I'm just being truthful with you guys. My channel is all about truth, and I don't think I'll ever say like, oh, I get this much, I'll get this much. But I will say, okay, there's a little coming in, but it's not much. Then they kicked me out of the program. I don't know if you guys saw on Google, people got kicked out of the program for YouTube because you needed to have like 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 of watch time minutes, like I think before February or something, right? And if you didn't meet that limit, you were going to get kicked out, and then like they were going to take all the little pennies you had. And so I was in that group. I was about to hit 1,000, but I didn't before the time limit, so I got kicked out. I'm back in it now, but it's again growing little by little. And I just started a Patreon. I'm not sure what I want to do with it, but I do want to put it all back into the channel as far as like making cooler content, which means like having a little bit of, you know, income to do that again with my own. And if you guys ever wanted to help as well to provide like an actual like editor, someone to follow me like 1 day per week and go do something real cool and have them make like an awesome like video with like their gear or whatever. I can do that on my own right now. Like I can take a week, or not a week off, like a weekend off and go like shoot a cool video. But I'm thinking more like these like really cool things that I see like top people do that I know I need to work myself to, but I'm just, you know, throwing that idea of where I kind of want to, you know, start in the future, eventually taking the channel towards. Oh my goodness. LOL. Yeah, dude, I do, Corey G. I do like that, or like it. Dude, I can't fight, man. My back's broken, dude. You probably would. Let me see. I'm back at Rodrigo's comment. Let me see. We're out in time. Okay, we got like 30 minutes left. She wants me to spend money on a ring, not on my surgery. LOL. Dude. Hold on. It's just my brother. Yeah, that was my brother that just came in. He also has he's a gamer. He does a gaming channel. If you guys ever want to follow him, I'm not sure what exactly his name is, but I'll leave it somewhere. Maybe this description. I don't know if he's heading out or the next live stream. I'll have his name. If you guys like gaming, he does gaming. Let me see. But dude, going back to your question, Rodrigo, about your girlfriend wanting to buy a ring, dude. I want to be super truthful and super transparent with that question, man. And again, Rodrigo, I'm only talking to you on that specific point from my own POV, my own point of view. So I don't know what the entire story is. I'm just going to share my story. When my ex was in school, all her friends were getting engaged, right? And at least I felt like I wasn't ready because she kept insisting and insisting and insisting in certain ways, not directly, but like, hey, my friends got engaged, or, oh, this is a really pretty ring, or, you know, like little messages underneath the table. And it's like, I get the point. You want to get engaged, but it's like, I don't have the money. I don't have a job. What am I supposed to tell your parents? Like, I'm going off a dream. We're like, come on, man. Like, we can like take time. I know like we were together for 7 years before we got engaged, but it's like, okay, like there's no rush. Like we loved each other. Like just take things slowly. But no, it was like we have to get it. She didn't say we have to get engaged, but it was just that pressure that I'm sure you're feeling too from what it seems like from that one comment you made about the ring. And yeah, and so I ended up like buying a ring like on a credit card. And yeah, I thought we were happy, you know, like buying a ring like on a credit card. And yeah, I thought we were happy. You know, I thought nothing of it. I thought it was beautiful. I talked to her parents. Her parents weren't too happy about it for the obvious reasons of, you know, financial stability. And I never felt, I had a, you know, conversation with them. I never felt that we actually got along. And I don't know if there was like some abrasion between us and them. But no disrespect to them whatsoever. It just we didn't click. But anyways, so with my ex and the ring, yeah, I got the ring. We're engaged for 3 years, and she really wanted a ring. She said, as far as like just have. But anyways, so with my ex and the ring, yeah, I got the ring. We're engaged for 3 years, and she really wanted a ring. She said, as far as like just having a kitchen, like a really pretty kitchen and a ring, were her dreams. She didn't really care about a wedding. that I feel pushed us away further apart from each other too, because the family was pushing for a wedding. But yeah, going back and centering the question around the ring, if it's almost like an obsessive thing, I told my ex, I was like, look, you could give me a piece of paper and like wrap it around my finger, and I would love you the same way as if I were to get like a gold stud on my finger. You know, it means nothing. Like it's a ring, you know, like it's the what you said in your comment. It's about that commitment that's the most important. And yeah, I guess at the end of the day, that wasn't there, and things didn't work out. But I don't know. Like I don't want to say, you know, like be careful or anything, because I want to wish you the best. Remember, half, cup half full. But if you feel it's right in your gut, then do it. But if you're like me and it's like in that time I was just like, well, like I feel like you're just wanting to get engaged because all your friends are getting engaged, you know, you're just getting like this engaged like baby fever, then maybe take a little time. That's the best or the comment. That's the best advice I could give you from my point of view, Rodrigo. But I wish you the best, and like keep me posted, dude, for sure. Let me see. Oh my goodness. I do not G, but holy cow. Okay, so this channel, Corey, it's more about like I think you've been here, dude. I don't know if you missed out on it, but on this channel, I share my stories about my own personal struggles. I started the channel because I got out of school with my bachelor's degree in kines. I wanted to become a physical therapist, and I felt like the info in my head as far as like all that fitness. I know a lot of people struggle with body image, losing weight, and I felt that I had that knowledge up here, and it was just getting wasted because I didn't get into PT school. So I started this channel through that means to help people reach their fitness goals. And when I started doing that, I also started sharing about the my arthritis in my low back, and that pitfall that my life took at 26, and making a change, and you know, working on making yourself a better version of who you were in the past, due to whatever circumstances may be. Like there's always somebody worse off than you, and that's again going back to that perspective that you have to keep yourself in check with. So that led me to talking about my gyno, because I was a little self-conscious about the, you know, the chicken breasts I carried on my chest, and yeah, it was tough. And I started finding out that a lot of dudes also suffered from it, and I felt comfortable enough, you know, to share my experience. And I started getting comments from folks like, man, like that takes a lot of guts, or I could never do like show like my gyno on camera, dude, like keep it going. And so that just kind of kept building on top of each other. So I guess the entity, like the core of this channel, is about pushing you to your limits through my story and everybody else's story. And that's why I go back to, I want to take this channel to the point where I can, you know, share using voice more often with you guys and sharing each other's stories. As far as like, obviously now just the people that are within my, you know, close area, because I don't have the best car and I don't have a means of, you know, flying anywhere to show people stories and show how they surpassed their demons and their obstacles to break through to the next level of life, you know, everyone's own success. So that's what I feel this channel is about, Corey G. And if you're for that, if you want, you know, to better yourself, if you have struggles that you want to share with us eventually, or now or whenever, you know, feel free. You know, we can always talk about it. Let's see, where was I? I think I answered your question about the channel, Corey G. Let's see, where was I? I think I answered your question about the channel, Corey G. Let me know if I wasn't specific enough, or if maybe there's things you want me to touch more on. Yeah, I think I know that by now, dude, with your comments. Like finding another thanks, dude. Yeah, I really hope. I don't think I'm looking right now. Maybe for like the next year, I'm just gonna grind it out on my own. Just I don't think I'm looking right now. Maybe for like the next year, I'm just gonna grind it out on my own. just a single grind it out, man. But I appreciate the good vibes about finding another mate, dude. Um, let's see, Rodrigo. I'm from Brazil, but I live in Plainview, Texas. I came to the U.S. basketball scholarship, graduate special management, and management. Dude, Rodrigo, so you're set off, dude. It sounds. I have a friend or two that are CPAs, man, and they do really well for themselves, dude. That is awesome, man. Like, I would definitely like to someday share your story, dude. I know of Plainview. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I know I've heard of it. Like I've heard of I know like Amarillo. Like, does that make sense? But yeah, I don't know exactly where Plainview, Texas is at, but dude, it's in Texas. So eventually, like, if the channel starts going, yeah, dude, that sounds like an awesome story. Yeah, I would definitely want to share your story. I have a friend who is also a gamer. No way, dude. Are you kidding? 100K a year, dude? Dude, share his channel with me, man. That'd be cool. I could share with my brother, and maybe they could, do something together, dude. That'd be, and I mean, I like watching gamers too. I'm not gonna lie. I follow some gaming channels as well. Let me see. Dude, your stories are crazy, Corey G. I don't know. Do you have like an inspirational story? I think your stories are maybe like we could, I don't know, eventually potentially hang out or something, dude. But I think your stories are like crazy, like fun, crazy, dude. Let me see, where am I? Medical channel. Nah, dude, I don't want to call it channel. I know it's labeled like education, but again, going back, like I want to make it more like vlogging. It's taken me a while to get comfortable vlogging, especially like outside the house holding the camera. I've done it maybe 3-5 times on the channel that I can count on one hand. And I want to get more comfortable out there and yeah, more ideas, but I want to take the channel more like on a, sharing stories through vlog type. I don't know, but as the channel continues to grow, it continues to evolve, and I continue to get ideas and build upon those. So right now it's kind of like a ball of everything I mentioned, and potentially like produce like something more specific. Excuse me, let me drink some water. Okay, we have 20 more minutes, guys, and I definitely need to end the stream because see what time it is. It's 8:11 here in San Antonio. Let's see. Yeah. I don't remember, Sandy. I mean, I don't get a million comments, but there's a few comments, and there's only a few that actually like, especially like the more repetitive ones, like you, Sandy. I know you've left, several comments, so then it's easier for me to remember your comments, or when I see you come up on the live stream, like I know it's you because I've seen you a lot on the comment section. Or for instance, like Rodrigo, he left a really awesome comment this morning, something I needed to hear, and it was just like uplifting, like from up above, that his comment happened to be there. Kind of like the comments I've read from you, Sandy, but I don't remember if Corey was the one that left you that, uplifting comment. Yeah. Loving your neighbor, yes. Hold on, I'm getting lost. Amarillo is 75 miles away from Plainview. Dude, that's not too far. I know Amarillo's like further up north. Vlogging, dude, everybody's like, well, not everybody, but from the comments I get, the videos that people will tell me, you should do more of these. It's the vlogging ones. Yeah, I think I just need to continue going and like get over the fact that, oh, you're carrying a camera around, but you know what? After everything that's happened, what else do I have to lose, But share more of my story, more of my daily life. But then again, sometimes it's like through the days, like as my life continues to progress, like my days are going to be potentially filled up with like fun or well, I don't think funner is a word, right? Again, I'm not good with English and reading, but they should become funner, as far as like a daily vlog thing. But as far as like right now, I'm trying to come up with like something fun to do over the weekend and vlog it instead of like doing like a specific topic and just like sharing that. So I've been testing it out, like just vlogging different ways, like I did that vlog, which was the last video of like a day in my life, and just trying to share that story without talking. Maybe next time I do a vlog, really soon though, like within the next 2 to 3 weeks, there'll be another vlog for sure. Because again, like you mentioned it, other people have mentioned it. So okay, I need a vlog. I hear you guys. But yeah, I'm getting tired too, guys. That's why I'm kind of like rambling and going astray more than when we started. Let me drink some more water. I'm losing my voice too now. I think if I ever like public spoke, I could only do it for like 30 minutes or 45 because I lose my voice. Okay, some more crazy stuff from Corey G. LOL. Telling Corey G about you because he's asked what's this channel. Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha, Sandy. Well, thank you, Sandy, for helping me out too. Like I said, I was losing my voice, and sometimes like it takes a second hand to help each other out. Thank you, Sandy. Corey G, you did bring a smile to my face in this stream, dude. It's been cool, man. Dude, I might cut the live stream short. I'm pretty pooped. Last night I didn't sleep well. I don't know if you guys have gone through a heartbreak in the past, but some nights I'll have like nightmares. Not nightmares, essentially like a monster's like chasing you, about to get smashed or eaten or something. But nightmares as far as like remembering your ex, and like it's just like you're trying to overcome that, and they keep popping into your mind, and I'll wake up in like sweats, and I'll turn the TV on to like some like gospel music or something, or something healing, mental healing. And then she'll just slip back into my dream, and it's just like, what the heck? And last night that happened like 4 or 5 times. I woke like 5 times last night, and so I'm just like dragging along. I try to take a nap today, but that thing about should I leave this job? Should I stay? Should I like wait and see like if he actually offers me like more pay? But then after I spoke with some of the staff there, it takes years for them to like give you a raise. And it's just like, I'm not going to get, milked and get paid, garbage, when I know like the jobs that they had me doing, although I'm not a professional at editing or blogging or managing, I know it was like cheap labor. And I'd rather go work at the grocery store part-time, focus on my studies, get to my goal, which is getting to physical therapy assistant school and working on this channel as well. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. Let me see any last comments. We have, I guess like a total of 15 minutes left before the time I said I was going to end the stream. If you guys want to drop any last questions before we end the stream for this week, I can end the stream if we don't have any last comments. Kind of like a wrap up of my week, kind of so that we can kind of connect our weeks with the live streams following next week's live stream. But yeah, so this stream's following next week's live stream. But yeah, so this week, like I said in the last video I did, I think last stream, was that I had found a job through my dad, and I was excited about this job. It was working like business, and I had like prayed about finding a job through business because of the potential of like financial stability that there is to find in a business job. And so then that's why I took this job, because it was like basically like laid out for me, like, do you want this job, when I was hanging out with my dad. So took it, started, I was a little nervous, but not too nervous, because I feel that I'm comfortable like around people, just learning that from my dad. And so this week I just worked that job. I had nothing, like I really wanted to apply to the HEB position so that I could like potentially get it and move on from like this little in the job, that I got through my dad. When I got this business job, I also found a person at that job that had a nice position at Chase. And he put in a good word for me. But then thinking like, if I go with Chase after this guy put in a good word for me, is that something that I want to do long term? Like, is business really where I belong? Am I just doing it for the money, or do I go back to my roots, staying humble? Okay, you didn't go into doctorate for PT, but there's still the potential that you could be an assistant and be within the field. And when I spoke with my therapist this last week or the past week, when I met with him for the depression session, he asked me to kind of, explain my life to him, just so that he could try and get into my head to see what best advice he could give me. And so then, let me change the music because I think it died again. There we go. So then I really thought about that. I was like, you know what? I do feel that I'm a person that loves to give, and I don't want to take away. And PT, sometimes it could be mundane, but I love the body as far as like the physical things that it can do. And when I think about those things, it's like, you really don't want to be an assistant, but then again, like it might be your only way into the physical therapy world. So what do? So what I did like this last week, because I'm recapping my last week, is like I said, you know what? To heck with it. Focus, like sniper shoot it. Don't just like shoot it with a minigun hoping something hits. Sniper shoot it. Focus on that one goal, like the therapist said, and go get it. What do I need to go do to reach that goal? Well, if I do this business job, they have me working all over the week, like day and night, sporadically. So it's like, it's really hard to put in my study time, especially for me. I'm the type of studier that I need a set given time to study. It can't be sporadic. And that just wouldn't work for me. And so then I would be missing out on my end goal, which is to get into the PTA program. So that's why coming to the end of this week, learning how they did business, it just wasn't a right fit for me. So this past weekend, I kind of pondered about it. I talked with my mom, not so much with my dad, because he's acquaintances with this individual. And I didn't want to like put my dad on a bad note with this person. But again, it's like, I'm not happy there. Like I'm miserable after 1 week, and I'm just going to suck it up, because I just know like I need to move on. So that's when it came down. I shared that text message with you guys. He reached out to see if I still wanted to do video for him, but that would have to be like contracted out, like a cash deal, But then again, like I don't know if I want to do video for him because he's really picky as far as the video. I thought I put a cool video out for him, but I guess it wasn't. There were things in it that, not that it wasn't a cool video, but for instance, like there were mixtures of businesses or legalities that couldn't be shown together. And so I wasted like 4 hours of my time doing that. And I don't want to take the time nor the energy to learn his entire business or businesses to know what I need to break up within the video when I'm doing the editing. I don't have the time or the energy. Now I'm open to doing like videos for like realtors. I came to find that I have a talent for that, especially just like doing editing on the side. Like I could charge, I don't know, like really cheap, like $100 per a video for a house, for those house tours. Like when you go, I don't know if anybody's ever bought a house here, but you can click on like a little tab that says virtual tour and it'll take you through like a picture video. But what I could bring to the table is an actual like video of the house, like a cool edited video, and charge them like super cheap for it. Because I've gotten around like editing, not super fast, but decently fast, to where I would make a profit charging 100. Especially like if it was a smaller house, but if it was a bigger house, obviously the price would have to go up. But anyways, that's a wrap up of my week. This week, I'm focusing on targeting that grocery job position. And I'm going to try my hardest in that interview. I'm going to try to research this company, this HEB grocery store. I did work for them, like I mentioned, for 3 years. It was my first job. So I hope they go back. They see that I don't want to toot on my own horn, but I mean, every job I've had, I've given it my all. And although I've, jumped around, I give it my all. And so I hope they remember that, if they remember that. and I hope I get it. And that would be awesome if I could share with you guys next week. I don't know. So pray for me on that point. But yeah, that's a wrap up of my week. I'm going to be focusing on that as well as selling my stuff over here. If you guys are into Ninja Turtles, like collectibles, I do have a white jersey Donnie. He's really rare. If you guys are interested, I have a couple cool pieces. But I'll post the link of the shop, the online shop I have in the description as well. Let me read some of y'all's last comments. Excuse me. We like him. It happens. I don't have questions. I don't have questions. That's dude, Corey G, dude, you brought a smile to my face, man. Hey guys, can we get another shout out for Corey G? He's been hyping it up in his own way on the chat, dude. He's a cool cat, man, or a cool guy. Cool cat is a that's an old timer saying. I think I said cool cat because I've been with some older folks this past week or some better seasoned individuals, and they said, "Man, you're a cool cat" to me, you know, several times. So that word kind of got stuck in my head. But yeah, Corey G, give him a shout out. Cool cat, dude. Let me keep on reading. Keep making vlogs for us. You have a good quality. Thanks, Sandy. I hope you're not, you know, like, I mean, like, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but, you know, like, for instance, if you're having like a really bad day as far as like whatever thing, like, you know, like, for instance, when I was younger and I would get like really bad acne, and I would ask my mom, like, Mom, am I good looking? You know, and she'd be like, oh yeah, honey, you know, you're beautiful or whatever, you know, what moms tell you. I hope it's not like that, and I hope you actually like really do enjoy it. I know well, from your comments, I've come to find that you're very sincere, and I hope that's just the way you are in person as well, Sandy. But again, much love. I'll keep that in mind. I'll continue to push myself to stay uncomfortable and know that I have to make these vlogs if I want to continue growing this channel and helping more folks out there. But throw ideas out. Sometimes it's hard to come up with a good vlogging idea, especially when like my day is filled with a lot of like the day-to-day activities that you guys do. Like, I don't have crazy money to go to like do crazy things. Like, most of my day is literally like how I showed it in that last video that I showed, like a day in the life. I mean, I wake up, I drink my coffee, I take my dogs out, I turn on my YouTube, I listen to like uplifting videos, then I get to work as far as like putting applications in or trying to find a job, trying to, you know, learn more about YouTube and other sources out there to help me grow, selling my stuff, and going to adoration. And that's pretty much like my day. Now, if there's a cool thing to vlog, then I would be more than up to it, like visiting a friend and like doing a cooking thing. I think that would be cool. But yeah, share your ideas, Sandy. If you have ideas for videos of vlogs that you would like to see that you think that I could do, share them, and I will do my best to, you know, do it. Let's see. Keep making vlogs. I said then heard me next time. You more than heard me next time. Cool, Corey G. Until next time, dude. If you're leaving the stream, Corey G, much love again. Shout outs to Corey G. He was an awesome, cool guy on the stream today. He was here for basically the entire thing. Let me see. I have about a little less than 5 minutes, guys. I wanted to only do like 45s to an hour, but you guys have been awesome. You guys have been pouring in the love. It's great to see you. I mean, to not see you, but to talk with you guys. I subbed you more than, okay, I heard that one. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, all the prayers needed right now. My rock right now is God. I always say this when I bring up my spirituality. My God is right there. He's been my rock, my everything right now. Like, instead of going to drinking, to drugs, to anything, I've just been growing so much in my faith. And again, I'm no saint. I'm no saint, guys. I'm no better than each and every one of you. I'm no better than that, guys. But I'm doing my best to overcome this with this guy back here, and it's helping. It's helping a lot. I do have my bad days, but hey, we all do, right? Thank you again, Sandy. Much love. Thank you for the good uplifting vibes. And again, I never push that onto you guys. That is just what I lean on. Whatever you lean on, let that be your thing and give it all you got. Make sure it's a consistent, constant thing, though, because everything else might collapse. Make sure that you can go to something constant. Moving on. Let's see. Thank you, Corey G. Appreciate it. Sandy Rodriguez, 3 thumbs up again. I only have 2, but multiply that by 2 again. So you get 4. Upload this. So that's next video. Keep up the good work. No, dude, I always upload my what's it called? My streams, dude. I think I do. I think I do see my streams uploaded. Let me know if you guys don't see them, but I see them. Upload the stream. I want this. I have no idea what you're talking about, Corey G. Sometimes I lose you within your comments, man. But dude, it's an awesome to have you, man. But yeah, we're starting to wrap it up, guys. Like I said, I think the last thing I'll share with you guys, I'm reaching behind you guys because I want to pull out my goal list. My cousin, when he was here after June 28th, the date that it all went down, he started teaching me how to write my goals for this next year. So I think that's what I'm going to end the video with. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at the time I wrote this, I had 7 goals. One of them, being able to get my relationship back, but obviously that's scratched off forever. So my first one is these are my personal goals. I suggest, look, let me show you guys. Excuse me again. So you write down your goals and you only have the top of the margin to do it with, right? And then the bottom part, I'm still trying to figure out how my cousin was trying to teach me how to do it. But from what I understood is you only have this amount of space to tell you what you need to do to reach that specific goal. So that's what I did. So my first goal, for instance, is like grow my faith with God, because I took maybe like a year off. I was always strong in spirit, my own spirituality, and I kind of strayed away. So I'm trying to get that back, which I have. Attain a career and succeed at it. Become financially stable. I think I touched on that on the stream. I am going to go back to the grocery store to potentially become an assistant and continue working the things I have. On the outside is that as far as like you guys in this channel and anything that can help this channel grow. Focus on my health and fitness. That's a big one for me because of the DDD. I definitely am slacking on that. I am not doing enough on that goal. I need to recheck myself on that goal. Make more YouTube videos. The obvious. I know I need to make more YouTube videos. And these last couple of weeks, I think it's been the most consistent I've been with the channel since I started. I'm trying to do 1 video for you guys and 1 live stream per week. Usually on the weekends, though, because during the week, I'm hustling just like you guys. Spend more time with loved ones. This goal I put on here after my car crash happened. I realized how short life can be. It can be gone in a moment's notice, guys. So appreciate your loved ones. Stop playing so many video games. Stop worrying about, junk like my Ninja Turtles. Focus on relationships. Focus on the people you love. And I'm not trying to push you guys to that. That's just something that I came to the realization after, touching doors with death in that car collision I had, or life changing moment. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call it. And the last goal I have for myself is to read more. I know it sounds corny, knowledge is power, but I've come to find that reading brings a lot of peace to me, more than watching TV. It's healing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel a lot of peace when I read. And I have been reading. I know a lot of folks, say they read and they don't read. I don't read a whole lot of books, but this is the book I've been reading. And it's more like it's written by a Catholic philosopher. And I'm not suggesting you read it unless you want to, but it's called Before I Go. And I'm actually like almost halfway done through the book. I started this June 28th, and they're just letters of this dad that's writing letters to his kids as far as like lessons of life, lessons that when you get older, you learn. For instance, this lesson I just learned, Don't love a certain individual as your center because they can fail you. Have something constant. And that's why I made him. Again, I say that. Him, God, for me in my own life. And I had to learn a lesson to learn that lesson. But yeah, so just keep building on top of that. So wrapping it up because we're over by 2 minutes. Or dude, appreciate that, man, dude. Next time I'll give you a shout out again, Corey G. If you come onto the channel, I'm all about helping each other grow, especially at the point I'm at in the channel, man. Like, I'm not at a point where there's like 100,000 people and there's like the channel chats just rolling through, and I don't have time to read it. Right now, I have time to read everybody's comments. So if I can help you out, because you're helping me out by by watching, by enjoying the content, by sharing with me, then I'm all about that, dude. So next weekend, usually I've been getting on Sundays these last couple weeks for the live streams. I'll be back on next Sunday unless something happens. My grandma is in the hospital right now. Prayers on that too. I haven't said too much about it because right now it's like lingering. She'll have like really good days and then really bad days. But yeah, prayers for her as well. I've been visiting her. That's why in the video of like my day life, when I show my time, it's like 6:30 and I'm going to bed because I was going to visit her. And I took a picture with her, but I didn't feel comfortable sharing it. I just wanted to keep that private, but I will ask for y'all's prayers and good vibes. Thanks, Corey G. Appreciate it, man. And yeah, I'm going to cut the stream right there. Again, I'm going to leave, let's see, the description. If you guys want to help me out with the channel, I just started a Patreon. I'm not sure like how to build the tiers on there as well, like extra content, but it's just like the base. I think it's like $5 a month if you would like to. I'm not forcing you to whatsoever. My content on YouTube will always be free. That's just if you want to continue helping me with what I mentioned through the stream. I will also put a link to the Social Blade. What is it? That's the statistics page, so that you can see where the channel's going. I'm excited about it. Like I can't say that word. The statistics of the channel look great. So staying humble about that, grinding it out. What else? Did I say I was going to leave any other anything else in the description? I think that was it. Girl. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, my grandma, we all have our grandmas. We all love our grandmas. They spoiled us. And if you didn't, then I pray, that you had someone there in your life to give you as much. But yeah, always good vibes to everyone. Thanks for coming on to the live stream. As always, I'll be back next weekend, guys. Leave me ideas in the description as well. I do want to come up with the vlog. The only idea as far as like right now, maybe I'll come up with something crazy for the next video on either Friday or Saturday, is going to be like to do a cooking vlog where I meet up with a friend and we do like a healthy cooking thing. And I also want to start making a comeback as far as like my fitness. So I might do like a Facebook Live where you can work out with me if you have degenerative disc disease. I think that would be cool. And we can work out together like from the comfort of our own homes. But yeah, guys, as always, leave me the comments of the descriptions that I missed or anything I missed in the comments. I read all my comments, and the comments I haven't responded to, I'll get to. Probably not tonight because I need to get my week straightened out. I usually like to straighten out my week before the weekend ends, so I know like what goals to hit during the week. But yeah, guys, it's a pleasure. I hope that this mic is doing its justice because it was not a pretty penny, or it was a pretty penny when my ex gave it to me as a gift. Also, I hope that the music in the background was cool and soothing. But yeah, guys, as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love, and we're out, guys. Till next time. Bye.